Hey everyone, and welcome! It's me, and I am so excited you're here today. Guess what? We're going on a super duper time traveling adventure to find out all the amazing, incredible, and totally cool things that happened on July 21st throughout history. Can you believe how many awesome things can happen on just one day? We're going to explore space, meet heroes, visit the happiest place on Earth, and even dive deep under the sea. It's going to be a blast. Are you ready to have some fun and learn some super cool new things? I know I am. We've got so many surprises packed into this episode, you won't believe your eyes and ears. We'll see rockets blasting off, discover ancient treasures, and even talk about a super yummy treat that has its own special day. So make sure you're comfy, get your listening ears on, and prepare for some mind-blowing facts that will make you say wow and no way. Get ready for fun facts and surprises because this journey through July 21st is going to be epic. We're going to jump from one amazing event to another, and I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. We'll laugh, we'll learn, and we'll have an absolutely fantastic time together exploring all these historical happenings. Let's get started on our July 21st adventure. Woohoo! This is going to be so much fun, I can already tell. First up, on our amazing July 21st historical journey, something totally out of this world happened. Way back on July 21st, 1969, a super brave astronaut named Neil Armstrong did something no human had ever done before. He stepped out of his spaceship, the Apollo 11 lunar module called Eagle, and walked on the moon. Can you imagine that? Walking on the moon. He even said a super famous line, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." That means even a little step for him was a huge step for all of us. Wow, that's so incredibly cool. I wish I could have seen it live. Imagine floating around up there. Think about it, kids. The moon is so far away, it looks like a little glowing ball in our night sky. But Neil Armstrong and his astronaut buddies, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins, traveled all that way in a giant rocket. Zoom! They flew through space for days and days. When Neil Armstrong finally put his boot on the moon's dusty surface, the whole world was watching on their TVs, cheering like crazy. It was a super exciting moment because it showed that if we dream big and work hard, we can do incredible things like reaching for the stars or even the moon. They even planted an American flag there. So cool. This wasn't just a fun trip. It was super important for science. The astronauts collected moon rocks and moon dust to bring back to Earth so scientists could study them. They learned so much about what the moon is made of and how it was formed. It was a giant adventure that helped us understand our universe a little bit better. So, July 21st is a super special day because it reminds us of that amazing moment when humans first walked on another world. How awesome is that? It makes me want to build my own rocket ship right now. Next up, let's zoom back in time, but not quite as far as the moon landing. On July 21st, 1934, something super exciting happened for everyone who loves adventure stories and heroes. This was the day the very first Flash Gordon comic strip was published in the newspapers. Can you believe it? Before this, there weren't really heroes like him, flying through space and fighting alien bad guys. Flash Gordon was a brave, strong hero who traveled to distant planets and had all sorts of amazing adventures. He was like a super early version of the space heroes we see in movies today. Imagine opening the newspaper and seeing these colorful drawings of Flash Gordon battling strange creatures on the planet Mongo, trying to stop the evil Emperor Ming the Merciless. Wow, it must have been so thrilling for kids back then. He had cool ray guns, awesome spaceships, and he was always ready to save the day. Flash Gordon wasn't a superhero with powers like flying without a ship or super strength from a spider bite, but he was super smart, super athletic, and super courageous. He showed everyone that you don't need superpowers to be a hero. You just need to be brave and do the right thing. Flash Gordon became super popular. So popular, in fact, that he inspired so many other comic books, TV shows, and even movies later on. He was one of the very first big space adventure heroes, paving the way for so many others we love today. So, July 21st is a pretty important day for comic book fans and anyone who loves a good story about heroes fighting for what's right against all odds. It makes you wonder what new heroes are being created right now. Maybe one of you will create the next big superhero. How cool would that be? Alright, adventurers, our next stop on July 21st is a place where dreams come true. On July 21st, 1955, something magical happened in Anaheim, California. The only Disneyland park opened its gates for the very first time. Can you imagine being one of the first kids to walk through those gates and see Sleeping Beauty Castle for real? Wow! It must have felt like stepping right into a fairy tale. Walt Disney, the creator of Mickey Mouse, wanted to build a place where families could go and have fun together. A place filled with joy and wonder. And he did it! Disneyland wasn't just any amusement park, it was a theme park, the first of its kind. It had different lands to explore, like Fantasyland, where you could meet princesses and fly with Peter Pan, Adventureland, where you could go on a jungle cruise, Frontierland with cowboys and pioneers, and Tomorrowland, which showed exciting ideas about the future. It was designed to make everyone feel like they were part of a story. Think about all the amazing rides, the parades with Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and all their friends waving. It sounds like the best day ever. The opening day was super exciting, with thousands of people eager to experience the magic. Even though there were a few funny hiccups, like the asphalt being so fresh that ladies' high heels got stuck, oops, it was still a dream come true for so many. Disneyland quickly became known as the happiest place on Earth, and it still is for millions of kids and grown-ups who visit every year. So, July 21st is a super happy day in history because it marks the beginning of so much joy and so many magical memories for families all over the world. It makes me want to go on a teacup ride right now. Whee! Get your diving gear ready, explorers, because our next July 21st event takes us deep under the sea. On July 21st, 1982, something incredible was discovered at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea near the coast of Turkey. Explorers found a shipwreck. But this wasn't just any old shipwreck, it was super, super old. Scientists figured out it was from over 2,000 years ago, even before many famous castles were built. Can you even imagine something staying hidden under the water for that long? That's like older than your great-great-great-great-grandparents times 100. Wow! This amazing discovery was called the Uluburun Shipwreck, and it was like a time capsule from the ancient world. It was a trading ship, and when it sank, it took all its cargo down with it. Divers carefully, very carefully, brought up thousands of amazing artifacts. They found things like copper and tin ingots, beautiful pottery, elephant tusks, hippo teeth, shiny glass beads, ancient tools, and even fancy jewelry made of gold and silver. It was like finding a hidden treasure chest, but way bigger and more important for learning about history. Finding this shipwreck was a huge deal for archaeologists, who are like history detectives. By studying all the things on the ship, they could learn so much about how people lived, what they traded, and where they traveled thousands of years ago. It told them stories about ancient kings and kingdoms and how different countries connected with each other through the sea. So, July 21st reminds us that there are still so many secrets and amazing things hidden in the world, waiting to be discovered, even deep under the ocean waves. Splash! What an incredible find! Okay, after all that amazing history, are you ready for something super sweet and delicious? Well, guess what? In the United States, July 21st often falls right around the time we celebrate National Ice Cream Day. Woohoo! While the exact date can sometimes be the third Sunday in July, July 21st is a perfect day to talk about this super yummy holiday because it's right in the middle of summer, the best time for a cold treat. Can you think of anything better on a hot day than a big scoop of your favorite ice cream? I know I can't. National Ice Cream Day is a day to celebrate one of the world's most favorite desserts. Think of all the amazing flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, Rocky Road. Oh, my tummy is rumbling just thinking about them. And what about the toppings? Sprinkles, hot fudge, whipped cream, cherries on top. You can have it in a cone, in a cup, as a sundae, or even in a milkshake. It's a day to be creative and enjoy a super tasty treat with your family and friends. What's your favorite flavor? I think mine is all of them. This special day was made official by President Ronald Reagan way back in 1984. He thought ice cream was such a fun and nutritious food, well, maybe more fun than nutritious, that it deserved its own special celebration. He wanted everyone to enjoy it. So, if July 21st is making you think of sunshine and fun, it's also the perfect excuse to ask your parents for a delicious ice cream cone. It's a day for smiles, for sticky fingers, and for celebrating one of the happiest foods ever invented. Hooray for ice cream, this is the best fact ever. Wow, what an incredible adventure through July 21st that was. We blasted off to the moon with Neil Armstrong. We met the super cool space hero Flash Gordon. We visited the magical opening of Disneyland. We dove deep to find an ancient shipwreck. And we even celebrated Yummy National Ice Cream Day. Phew. That was a lot of amazing stuff for just one day in history, wasn't it? I had so much fun learning all these new things with all of you super smart kids. Thanks for joining us on this awesome journey through history. I hope you learned a lot and had as much fun as I did. History is full of so many exciting stories and amazing discoveries, and it's so cool to learn about them together. Which July 21st fact was your favorite? Was it the moon landing, or maybe Disneyland, or perhaps the thought of delicious ice cream? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing what you guys think. And hey, if you had fun today and want to go on more awesome adventures with me to learn about all sorts of cool stuff, don't forget to like this video, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our next super fun video. We have so many more exciting things planned. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Bye for now, and keep being awesome. See you real soon!